The 2025 NBA All-Star second fan returns are in, and it looks like the smaller markets are still showing up and showing out for their superstars. And with that said, Giannis Antetokounmpo is still the number one vote getter for the second week in a row. What do you have to say about that?
I think, you know what? He has his people from his native country voting for him. 2,721,000 votes. You got to be kidding me. Everybody, and likewise for Nikola Jokic. Everybody in Serbia. Is that where he's from? Yes. 2,277 votes. You want to have your country back you up. I'm going to hold you. That's amazing.
Yeah, NBA has gone global, and it's obvious by these results. But Jokic and Giannis are both having phenomenal seasons. I'm not surprised that they have this many votes, and especially because the NBA is doing this times 3 and double the vote. You vote once and it counts 3 times. Like
yeah.
So that kind of changes the outlook just a little bit for me.
Clearly, Giannis is a fan favorite. Absolutely a fan favorite, and I'm so glad that he's at the top of the list. I find it ironic though that LeBron James number 3 in voting, because last season he was number 1. This is letting me know, NBA, listen clearly. Now, again, fan votes, 50% of the voting, media and players, 25% each. That's how it goes, right? That's how you get your 100%. Unless something changes between now and the time they announce the starters on January 23rd, can we now say there's a shift in fandom as relates to the NBA? Can we please own that, NBA? Somebody get this to Adam Silver. You see this? Yeah. It's time to start changing the narrative of the NBA. This is proof of that. At least I think it is. So, yeah, I just find it ironic because he was number 1 last season, but he is holding on to number 3 lightly.
Mm-hmm. And also along with that, Victor Wembanyama jumped. He leapfrogged Anthony Davis.
Sure did.
In a big way. I said, come on, Wemby. That's just really good for another small market.
Because if I want to be honest, this All-Star game, I do want to see Wemby over KD or LeBron James. When y'all pick them, but yeah, because KD is still questionable for me. Where is that coming from?
I have no idea.
It's good amazing for him, but I don't get it. The Suns
are horrible this season.
Suns who? Yeah. So come on. So no. Again, nostalgia, legacy. I get all of that, but for me, I would prefer Wemby to be part of the starters. I just hope he make it. Mm-hmm. Y'all get them votes in for Wemby.
Yes. Now staying in the Western Conference, looks like Stephen Curry, another old vet, leapfrog Luka Doncic for number 2 in the West for guards. Do you think Steph Curry is going to catch Shai Gilgeous?
Yes. I think he would.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Only because I read somewhere, and I kind of concur with this thought, that because the All-Star game will be in San Francisco, or we will be at the Golden State Arena, I can just see that Steph Curry's going to be a team captain. I just get it. He's going to be top of the list. It's just going to happen, and that's fine. As long as Shai Gilgeous is one of the starters, I'm cool with that. If it has to happen that way, and maybe this may be the last time we see Steph at this highest, stage, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. Long as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a backcourt starter, I really don't care who else is co-partnering with him. I don't care.
Oh, I think he will be. But I was just like, wow, okay, you talked about KD and LeBron. I mean, goodness, Steph Curry still very popular in the NBA. And because he has that baby face, I think sometimes we forget that he's actually an old vet and not one of the younger guys.
That is correct. But if you think about this list, who else could rival Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being one of the younger players? Now that Luka is sliding down in the voting standings. Who else? Mm-hmm. Who? Yeah, Anthony Edwards, but we got to get more people to look at his vote count.
I can't believe it.
I know. And I do believe that if Ja Morant had not had that break in his career, he would be at the top of the list.
Oh, yeah. I hate to see Ja with just his handful of votes.
Yeah, it's okay, though. I say next season, we'll see a different fanfare around Ja Morant. I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm happy about that. However, Norman Powell, it's good to see you again.
Hey, he's still holding on
It's
second
good to
week.
see you. It's good to see you
Hey,
again.
you know what? Norman Powell, he might mess around and
No.
be number 10. I don't really see it. You know, him and James Harden both representing the Clippers at All-Star game. Like,
No. And you know what? Can't Luka even be a part of the All-Star game, considering he is now eligible to be a part of any MVP and all NBA team discussions? Because
Are you
he's
talking about because of the 65 game rule? Oh, okay.
I don't know. Can he? I wonder.
Mm, I'm not sure either, but you know what? If that's the case, then I don't know why we're looking at Joel Embiid on the Eastern Conference.
Let me tell you something about Joel Embiid. When I tell you them Philly fans is mad at him, big mad. They big mad. Do you not know Joel Embiid was number 2 last season in NBA All-Star voting? He is, when I tell you, holding on, dropped. He dropped since the first fans returns. Now he is number 9. Joel Embiid is number 9. Last season he was number 2. This season he's number 9, and I don't even think he's going to even be on the list. They big mad at him.
You think so? Well, Evan Mobley leapfrogged him. I said, "Come on, Evan! Happy to see it. The Cavs are balling. They've had a couple of national TV games, so now people are like, oh yeah, Cavs, Evan Mobley, pretty good. Going to add Jerry Allen to that list. I would like to see Jerry Allen.
I would like to see Jerry Allen, and he stated his case against the game against OKC.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. When I say own the paint, they couldn't do it. We'll talk about that in the video, but Jerry Allen most definitely should be on this list. Matter of fact, if he leapfrogged Evan Mobley, I wouldn't even be mad. Would not be mad. I will say this about the East front court. I really hope that 1, 2, and 3 remains the same. I'm okay with Giannis, most definitely. He's a fan favorite. Jason Tatum, good for him. But Karl Anthony Towns, come get it. I'm happy for him. Because he's balling with the Knicks. Great move, great addition to the team. And to see him this high up in the voting, it's really pleasant. It's a pleasant surprise. I'm glad.
Yes, and Paolo Banchero's back from injury, so his vote count I expect to go up on the next return. I'm looking for that.
The third. So the third is going to be coming out real soon because I read somewhere that they're going to be announcing the starters. The starters will be revealed on January 23rd. So
nice. Paul George, hanging on by a thread still. That's got to be embarrassing for both Embiid and Paul George. I mean, these are perennial all-stars. I can't think of a season without them other than, when they were injured. But this is bad.
Yeah.
This is really bad for them.
This will be the season.
Yeah. Okay. So LaMelo Ball still holding on strong for the Charlotte Hornets. Wow. I just can't believe it. It's more than Charlotte voting for him. I think it's more than LA. It's just that he's Mr. Excitement. I like watching LaMelo Ball, and I think he'll fit into this All-Star game really, really well, especially since they changed the format.
You know what though? I'm thinking to myself. I said to myself when I saw him number 1 guard in the East, I said, "Is he running a campaign on the side? What type of marketing strategy does he have in place to get him 1,490,000 votes? Who voting for LaMelo? Because Charlotte people ain't doing all that, are they? So no. He got Charlotte. He got people from Chino Hills in California, clearly, and his dad is probably out there shopping. I'm just saying there is a marketing campaign going. But you know what though? I agree with you. I think that he is strictly entertainment. So yes, I want him to be a part of this All-Star game because I think he'll bring some funfare to what we're going to be looking forward to seeing. So yeah, I'm okay with LaMelo Ball, to be honest. Now the Charlotte Hornets ain't doing nothing, but him, should be really, really great TV for the All-Star game. So I hope he remains at the top.
Yes, happy to see Darius Garland has made the list. On the first fan, I don't believe he was present.
He wasn't, no.
But now here he is. And who fell off? Derek White for the Boston Celtics.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't know how much further Darius Garland can move up the list, but I'm okay with Donovan Mitchell. Look at Donovan Mitchell with them 1 million votes. That's great. You know what? I read also somewhere that Donovan Mitchell, he has handled the ball less this season. Good. That's why the Cavs are thriving. Coach Atkins was probably like, Donovan, we're not doing that this season. The dribble. You can't do that this season. Find an assist.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's proven to be very successful for the Cavs. So yeah, I'm okay with Donovan Mitchell. I am not upset about the guards for the East Conference. If it's LaMelo and Donovan Mitchell, I'm not upset about that. I think that the
Hmm.
league right now has it right with this, except
Okay.
except the Western front court. I'm just something about if Wemby is not the top three, I'm having a problem with it.
Okay. So I see Damian Lillard. You know, I think I think he's going to the All-Star game. I don't see him slipping down, not one bit. But I am like just kind of looking side eye at Cade Cunningham right now. He belongs 100%. But Tyrese Maxey jumped him. So
Sure did, sure did. What was Damian Lillard's vote count in first returns? I wonder what was it.
mhm.
Because it was it still a million, and perhaps if it hasn't changed, somebody can leapfrog him. That's all I'm thinking.
Okay. Looks like there's going to be a pool party, the All-Star game in San Francisco, because Jordan Poole, oh, it just hit me. Jordan Poole, being a former Warrior, they want to see him perform in San Francisco. Is that what's going on? Because Jordan Poole has 260,000 votes, which is really low, you know, for his popularity, not necessarily in DC, but overall within the NBA, he's also very exciting to watch. He can be, right?
Yeah.
He's going to bring
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of an edge, a little
Right.
bit of flashiness, a little bit of Steph Curry-esque. So I think that's why Jordan Poole is on this list.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Good for Jordan. Do he want to go back? Is the question. He probably like, y'all
Okay.
stop voting for me. I don't want to be back in that arena. Because
Oh.
I don't know if it's bitter feelings. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
but good for him. I mean, I'm glad to see him on the list as well. And if he stays there, that's fine. I just don't understand why Andrew Wiggins. Let me just go back to the West real quick. Why is Andrew Wiggins on this list?
You know what? Canada's behind him.
You just need the
Mm-hmm.
country. You just need the country you're from. Got it. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
You know, last week on the first fan returns, you had talked about Jaren Jackson Jr. probably not making it. And I said, you know, I disagree. I think he's one of the top centers right now. And it's starting to show, especially with the Memphis Grizzlies, the way that they're playing with Jean Morant in and out of the lineup. Jaren Jackson has been a consistent piece for them. And I think he's going to the All-Star game. So Jimmy Butler has been in the news a lot lately, and looks like Heat fans or whomever is still voting for Jimmy Butler to be in the All-Star game. It's just at this point, I don't understand why he has more votes than Franz Wagner.
I
I
don't
just don't
understand.
get
I
it.
don't understand it either. And I don't mean no disrespect because I like Jimmy Butler, but not this season. Not to
Mm-mm,
be on here. Not to take up a spot for somebody else.
mm-mm.
Sorry, you don't play 22 games. Not enough. There has to be a cutoff. Is there a cutoff
I
to
think for the
total?
awards, but not. I don't think for this.
I'm gonna need for them to consider that because 22 games and he's potentially on this list and somebody else can be there. Who would
Hmm.
take his spot anyway?
No, let me see. And honestly, is he really a front court player? He gives me guard.
Well, I think because sometimes they interchange them,
Yeah,
and when we're talking about them playing, but he does not fit the guard category on this All Star voting at
yeah,
all.
I know,
No,
but
so yeah, no, I just everybody else can move up. Who would replace a Jimmy Butler?
yeah, he really gives me guard though, for real.
Hmm.
But I don't know where he would fit in on the guards because the way these numbers looking, Jimmy wouldn't even 375. Oh, he would be. He would be under Cade probably.
Yeah, so everybody on this list will be a part of the All Star game.
Because
That's
that's
what I'm saying.
40. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I think
they'll have the reserves, and then I'm sorry, they'll have the starters, and then they'll announce the reserves on January 30th. So
okay.
he could potentially be a part of the reserves. I don't think he shouldn't be eligible to be an All Star this season. In my take, not only
Mhm.
did he only play 22 games as we speak, but he was also suspended 7 games.
Yeah.
How's he eligible?
No, he's not eligible. And you know what? Hopefully, I don't know what Franz Wagner's timetable is, but I
Mm-hmm.
see him racking up votes. But I mean, it'll be
He gonna
nice
make
for him to be named, but he's not going to be able to play.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you're taking up another spot. Although if they are announced, they still get a bonus,
Hmm.
a financial bonus in their contract, I believe. So yeah. So for that, I'm okay with.
I'm still surprised we don't see Tyrese Halliburton on this list. I mean, is he what happened? Tyrese Halliburton was killing the game last season with his
I
assists. Why is he
know.
mentioned here? I think Jordan Poole might be taking up his spot.
Oh my gosh, you're right about that. Oh, the Pacers are an afterthought.
Yeah.
Wow, funny how a season changes. That's crazy. Mhm.
So we will be looking forward to third fan returns. And I know you told me you were hoping that Isaiah Hartenstein would make an appearance, but I think
No.
Jaren Jackson he's gonna hold that spot.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's always next season. I heart.
Yeah, but okay, see, they're still number one in the West. So if you want to think about it, there could be a greater prize for iHeart at the end of the season than the All-Star
Exactly,
game.
and that's actually the prize that every NBA player wants. So, hey.